Hello, hello, and hello to all of my Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. This is your midweek Wednesday reading. By now, you would have witnessed the full moon in Virgo by the time you see this video, where the moon was at 100% illuminated. And so you still have time if you haven't, set out your gemstones and crystals or did your full moon rituals. The moon is illuminated enough, at least up until Friday of this week. Again, this reading is for the 8th of March through the 31st. So Wednesday, March 8th up until about Friday, I think the moon it'll be about like 89% illuminated. So illuminated enough for you to be able to identify what makes you feel energized and what drains your energy, and so that you can start the process of releasing those things so you can close out that phase and then ultimately close out the cycle. So let's get into it. Virgo, we had a full moon in Virgo on the 7th, or 6/7th, and the Virgo is an earth sign, so divine feminine energy, and so that is really dealing with stability, security, vitality, career success, patience, prosperity, all of those things. So let's see what your cards have to say, Scorpios. Let's see what your cards have to say. I see you celebrating something, actually. All right, so whatever it is you're celebrating. Okay, so we have the Fool card, the Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged One. Okay, so Scorpios, here we have the Fool card. So it looks like somebody has decided to move on from something and really start staying focused on your purpose here, right? And source is saying to you, hang in there, right? Hang in there, Scorpios. You all are ruled by two planets. You're ruled by Pluto, which is the planet of power and transformation. You're also ruled by Mars. That's the energy planet, the planet of assertion and action. So somebody has taken some kind of action after some time of maybe feeling foolish about something from the past, emotionally, like vibrating at a lower frequency because you had a Kundalini experience, some kind of an awakening. And that awakening could have come in any form. It could have literally any form, any kind of energy where you feel like I've been bitten by a snake. We're not calling a person a snake, it's the spirit of whatever it is, some kind of an awakening somebody had that you may be tempted to vibrate low, to kind of sort of linger in that area just to find out why was I manipulated, what happened, and you may be tempted to talk about it, or either to sit at that lower frequency just to kind of sort of get some more information. But source is saying to you, I'm giving you some time to close it out, to close out cycle. And I see, congratulations, that you're eventually going to move on from something, continue and eventually move on. And so that means new love coming across your path, and it could be a new baby being born into the family. It could be a new creative project. That could be something new love coming into your life. It could be new romantic relationship, new opportunity to make more money coming across. But the main thing is that somebody is standing in their sunlight, somebody is standing in their life purpose. So congratulations to you all. Again, full moon energy is really all about a time for your intuition and your creativity, focusing on that, listening to those messages, and coming up with creative ideas to stay in your light when life happens, like other people's stuff going on in their life. When that happens, you staying in your light. So let's see what else we have here. We have the Devil card, the Hierophant card, we have the Star card, the Emperor card, the Three of Wands, and also the Page of Swords. So the Hierophant card, the Devil card, the Star card, and also the Emperor card. And so someone is definitely on their spiritual journey of learning how to break away from fear, doubt, uncertainty about your own future. Somebody is definitely operating in faith. We're not necessarily talking about religion. If religion is helping you to get there, then great. But I do see somebody on a spiritual journey. So it's always best to have some kind of a spiritual mentor. And again, if you were raised in a religious background, if you feel like that's going to help you to stay focused on your path, then do what's best for you that helps you stay focused on your path, so that you are not staying connected to any energies, any kind of demonic ties where you're afraid to close out cycles and move on from some things. And so I do see you healing yourself, inspiring yourselves to heal. But I also see, believe it or not, your energy moving on is inspiring other people to heal themselves through the way that you may have healed yourself from some things. And I do see you inspiring a lot of people in a leadership role, not necessarily a title. You can be your own, the owner of your own business, inspiring a lot of people. So whatever it is that you're doing, and you all are a pretty intense sign, you have shown some kind of a transformation, and somebody is dreaming bigger. Somebody is dreaming bigger. So this is great. So any anxiety that you may have been feeling about closing out cycles, or if you feel like you wasted your time or your energy, you haven't. Matter of fact, source is saying to you, expect greater on the horizon. Expect expansion on the horizon. So congratulations to you all, Scorpio, for moving on from something that you may have believe somebody was manipulating you, or somehow you may have felt like you were the victim of something. Sources like, actually, you survived it. Now it's time for you to move on from it. Close out a cycle completely. You all are water signs, so you don't want to sit in that same content, that same gifts, people who you felt manipulated you, further access to your universe. It's time to turn off the water supply altogether, so that it doesn't come across as a codependent relationship or a person that's easily triggered and you can't control your emotions. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. So let's keep it moving forward. We have the Temptations card. We have the Five of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Coexist, and also the Wisdom card. And so the Devil card came out twice, as you can see here. It came out twice. And so the devil is really, really in the midst, really trying real hard to pull somebody down to a lower frequency. So that's a lot of temptation. Like, you may have been, people may have tried to bait you into something after making allegations, after running smear campaigns, after doing all kinds of stuff that could cause you to go look on people's social media pages, stay connected to people that's connected to them, that could cause you to be tempted to vibrate low so that they can drag you down into their personal hell. So imagine seeing two devil cards. That's like double temptation trying to drag you downward. But I can see, like I said before, I see that you're too wise for that. I see that you are too wise for that. The coexisting part here lets me know that your divine masculine and your divine feminine, your highest self and your lower self, are all coexisting, where now that you know better, you're saying, nope, I'm too wise for that. I'm going to ascend higher. I know that the devil is trying to drag me down. I know that I'm being tempted to peek in on certain things, whether it's through social media, staying in contact with people, call people, those kind of things. But sources saying, even if it's something subtle from a person you haven't talked to in a while, their name may pop up in your spirit because maybe they're thinking about you. You may be tempted to call them just to say, hey, how you doing? But something is stopping you. That something is God saying, remember, that energy is very manipulative. I'm trying to send new blessings across your path. Don't call them. Don't reach out to them, right? So whoever it is, like I said before, source is saying, you can defend your decision to move on from something without coming across as defensive. Right, you can you can suppress your own demons. And sometimes demons look like, I feel lonely, or I remember some good times with the person. But remember, the devil energy is very crafty, so the devil energy can make you feel like, well, it's harmless, go ahead and call that person, and then guess what, you feel like, wow, I took 3 steps forward and then I'm dragged back 10 steps because I actually succumbed to that temptation that was very subtle. I thought it was going to be harmless. I reach out and call that person and I'm even more drained, right? So again, this full moon is meticulously helping you to go through your spirit to say, is there anything else you need to release? Is there anything else you need to toss into a burning bowl and turn off the water faucet in it? So there's so much that lies ahead for you, and a lot of things are going to come your way very fast. And so things that's going to keep you motivated, keep you inspired, keep you energized, rejuvenated. So again, you don't need to reconnect with energies who are unstable mentally or physically. You don't need to reconnect with people who are insecure, people who are not loyal, people who are impatient with you, people who drain your tenacity, people who are threatening your career success, because that's what this moon in Virgo is about. So I'm talking about, even if it's a person you haven't talked to in years, if their name pop up, sit there for a second and just let God remind you of why you stopped talking to certain energies, and then move on from there. Because again, the enemy is working overtime trying to tempt people to vibrate low on that frequency, and all it takes is for you to feel lonely, for you to feel like, and that's why I talk about staying in your purpose so much, because as long as you know what your purpose is, as soon as you're tempted, I'm going right back to my purpose. If that's working out for you, I'm going right to the gym to go work out. If that's reading cards for you, I'm going right back to reading cards. If it's helping people, let me find out how I can help people. If it's healing people, let me see who I can heal or help to heal, so Source always gives us a way out, through our purpose, through service to God. So that's what I'm saying for somebody, is just like, and Source is saying to you, just hang in there. If it's love that you want, it's coming your way. If it's more money and opportunities that you want, travel that you want, it's coming your way. Don't succumb to, making phone calls to energies that the energy is manipulative, including family members. It's not always about exes or anything like that. Here we have the 10 of Cups, we have the 8 of Cups, we have the 2 of Swords, the Death Rebirth card, the Hermit card, and also the Chariot card. So we have the Death card, and so we also have the Chariot card, and we also have the Hermit card. And so somebody could be in hermit mode. This card right here is attached to Virgo. So somebody could be, first of all, this Death card is your card. And so Source is saying to you, you're on the other side of a rebirth. But again, full moon energy will bring up things in your spirit that will remind you of what energizes you, but also what leaks your energy, just to give you an opportunity. And specifically, this one in Virgo is meticulously going through all your emotions, feelings, all those, subconscious habits, giving you an opportunity to part ways with it, right? So, like I said before, you may be at a crossroad right now as to what you need to do. But if certain names or people, places, or things pop up in your spirit during this full moon, and again, usually it's like 3 days in, 3 days out from the moon phase, and so gives you an opportunity to say, okay, you know what, now that I think about it, maybe I didn't have this big blow up argument with certain people. Maybe it wasn't that bad. And that's what the enemy is banking on, for you to say, it wasn't that bad. It's not going to hurt me to reach out and call that person. But God is saying, yes, it will hurt you, because even though God is extending grace, God is also giving you an exodus strategy out of it, right? Very much like you saying, okay, I want to lose weight, or I want to eat better, or I want to gain weight. So those little temptations will come across. You go right back to your purpose. So now I've resisted the enemy's temptation to eat certain things, or to engage in certain things that I know that it's the enemy that's tempting me. So I feel stronger, I feel better, I feel like I can reach my goals. So that's what I'm seeing here. So there's many crossroads that people are at right now, and so I do see you being in hermit mode, just taking it all in. Just taking it all in, right? So again, somebody has been in denial about something for a really, really long time. This could be in any area of your life. It could even be in the area of your adult children that you could have been in denial about. And Source is saying to you, focus on protecting your own inner child, and anything that needs to come to the surface will come to the surface. All you have to do is protect your energy, and stay in that place of priceless peace, Scorpio. It could be about somebody in your family, your adult children. It could be about parents. It could be about whatever is coming up in your spirit. Source is saying, just be patient, hang in there. Time will tell everything. Time will show everything. So just let God do what God is doing. So what I see in the meantime, see how this person is walking towards their sunlight? This person is laser focused. They're not waiting they're not sticking around waiting to be emotionally drained or exhausted by somebody else. Again, somebody is saying, I'm staying focused on my purpose. So congratulations to you. Again, congratulations to you for keeping your vibrations high, resisting the enemy, and just staying above all of that. So let's see what else we have here. Again, hopefully you all are enjoying this full moon in Virgo and steering clear of any instabilities any insecurities, anything that's draining your energy, manipulative energies in particular, and energies that are manipulating you and causing you to be very angry and frustrated. And let's see. So, Ace of Swords, we have the Temperance card, we have the Devil card again, we have the Devil card came out 3 times. Page of Cups, the Lover's card, and also the Ace of Wands. So this Devil card is like really trying to come through here. And so the Devil card again, obviously Source realized that you all are not afraid of energies that are trying to trigger something in you. Emotionally, you all can handle it because emotionally, you all are the most intellectual sign. So you're able to see at a higher frequency, you're able to see this energy coming, right? And so you don't want to hover at a lower frequency. And that's why Source is saying to you, just come on into your own light. Come on into your own purpose and stay away from all of that other stuff, because it will cause you to say or do something where people will then play victim. Oh, well, Scorpio said this to me, they said that to me, because they're in their own personal hell trying to drag you down to yours. And so there's no reason for you to operate in fear, because that will show a crack in your universe. And so a crack in your foundation, that'll make you look like you're insecure. Like I said, the enemy is very crafty. If you call that energy back, if you text that energy back or whatever, or reconnect with that energy, it'll be, as a water sign, that energy will be very reflective. So it's like that energy will feel like they have dirt on you and try to throw dirt in your water. So you almost have to be like a shark in your own water and do more of loving yourself. And so this is attached to Virgo. Where's the other card? So Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury, the messenger planet, right? The communication planet, but it's also the planet of knowledge and learning. And so however you need to learn the information through technology, through travel, however it's traveling, even astral traveling, physical traveling through plane, whatever, however the information is coming to you, Source is saying you know better. So now it's time to stay in your light. Protect your own inner child as if you were protecting your own child, your own, protect your younger self. And so here's some fresh water for you all. Source is saying to you, fresh creativity is coming across your path to help you to stay in your light. Creative ideas helping you to stay in your light so that you don't vibrate low, tempted to vibrate low. And you have a guardian angel that's watching over you, that's saying to you, it's going to be okay. You weren't a fool, to trust certain energies. You're not a fool. You weren't a fool, and you're not a fool. So again, like I said before, as long as you stay in your light, you're resisting the enemy. Just stay in your purpose. That's how you resist the enemy, right? That's where your breakthrough is going to come through. Your third eye is wide open. You know what it is. Again, temptation can be very, very subtle because the enemy is very, very crafty. But again, your breakthrough is here because you already know. You've already encountered demonic energy in the past several times. And so it doesn't matter what form it comes in. It can come in the form of a snake, a human being, a dog, however it comes. You recognize it. And you're not afraid of it. You just said, who needs that headache? I'm not insecure. There's no cracks in my foundation. I'm not unstable. My career is successful. So there is no cracks, no way in. There is no way in. There is nothing broken or missing in my universe for me to even invite that kind of energy back in. So I don't need to check on their social media page. I don't need to return a phone call. I don't need to initiate a phone call. I don't need to go back and reread emails and text messages. I'm secure. I'm stable. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. So congratulations to you all, Scorpios, for just moving on. Like literally moving on. 7 of Swords. We have the Moon card, the Fool card again, the World card, the 4 of Cups, and also the King of Swords. Again, you're too smart for this. You're too smart to, something has already been exposed. And for some of you all, it's been exposed through several people and several times. So you're too wise to get caught up in that, to even make phone calls, text messages, reach back out. You may think about it because, again, depending on what the situation is, you may think, okay, I'm a part of a certain group and I may bump into that person at this group, or I I'm in a certain type of a lifestyle, and when I think about that, it would have been fun to hang out with certain people. But again, the bottom line is for you is that you're resisting the enemy. The Fool card came out twice. Fool card came out twice, further reiterating you can liberate yourselves, free yourself, and this is your chance to change, right? This is about change, liberation, and freedom. Just stay in your light. If you know what your purpose is, stay in your light. And all that energy, that overwhelming energy that will be behind you, that stuff that would have overwhelmed you is behind you. All right, so Source really wants you to close out the cycle airtight. Like I said, you can close it out by writing down their name, tossing it into a fire pit. You can even, if you don't have a fire bowl, you know, burning bowl, you can even toss their name into a sink. Make sure wherever it is that you're near water so that you don't burn anything down. But the last thing you need to do is sit around and ruminate over it. There's nothing to ruminate over because you've already seen that spirit before. You already know what that spirit doesn't serve a purpose in your universe. So you don't even have to be tempted by it. Like I said, it can be anything from, like a person could be trying to innocently, seem like they innocently reaching out to you, but they could be connected to somebody who tried to ruin you. Don't even answer the phone. Don't even answer the phone call. None of those things. Don't even be tempted to just be dragged backwards into something. So, let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else we have going on here. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Lovers card again, and the Sun card again. So the Sun card came out twice again. So like I said before, where somebody may have felt foolish before, Source is saying no. Just pay attention. Be patient. Hang in there. Things are moving along, whether it has to do with family, whether it has to do with, in your things are moving along in your personal and professional life. Just be patient. Just be patient. Source is just saying, in your patience of not knowing certain things, because somebody feels like they were left out of something, in your patience of not knowing certain things, keep your vibrations very high. Keep your vibrations very high. Use this full moon as a tool to be able to let Source identify what is draining for you. Whatever is draining you, toss it into a burning bowl, release it. Release it and get back to your purpose. And so everything is being revealed in time. So eventually the same energies that where you felt left out, they will feel left out because you've taken your power back. You've turned off the emotions about it. You're not inquiring. You're not reaching back out to connect with people. And so Source really wants you to have childlike faith in this. Six of Cups. Operate in childlike faith and be compassionate towards whatever is going to come out. Whatever may come out, Source is saying be compassionate towards it, right? And so whatever is exposed, you're compassionate towards certain things. But again, don't assume the worst about everything. Again, if it's something that's popping up from the past from your spirit where you feel like that was draining for me, toss it into a burning bowl. But again, the Lover's card came out again, further reiterating you've learned lessons from certain things in your past that were emotionally draining. Toss it into a burning bowl. Release it in love. Just release it in love. So some new inspiration is coming across your path that's just going to give you the strength to keep on moving forward. It's going to some kind of new inspiration coming across. For some people, new inspiration could be new love coming across your path. That's kind of giving you the fire that you need, or the inspiration or motivation to move forward. Something could inspire you to move forward. But I do see somebody having a breakthrough. Something, like I said, has already been exposed, possibly in the past, and Source does not want you to return back to that. You're too wise, you're too smart. Something that you may have been in denial about in the past is being exposed. And like I said, like other things have been exposed in the past, this time you just want to learn the lesson. Four of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Temperance card came out again, the Six of Pentacles, the Justice card, and also the Hanged Man. So, Justice card. I thought I saw I knew I saw this. So the Justice card and the Temperance card actually share the ruling planet Venus. So justice in your favor, whether it's moral justice or court justice. Source is saying to you, whomever or whatever you sever ties with that's emotionally been weighing you down, you're going to be happier. You're going to feel rooted and grounded and actually feel like your life is actually better for not reaching backwards to something that was emotionally draining you, like somebody who was manipulating you in the past. And so before you were looking for there could be any kind of triggers. There could be sorority, fraternity triggers that you see on social media, and somebody from the past who manipulated you could be a part of a sorority or a fraternity or some kind of organization. They can be connected. I'm not on Facebook or the other platforms other than Instagram and YouTube, but sometimes you can see people's names pop up because you could be friends with somebody that they're friends with. Again, do whatever you need to do to go into protection mode. You're not looking for anybody's approval because Source already approved you for something. So instead of you feeling like I'm left out of something, be grateful to Source that you don't want a seat at their table. You don't want to be connected to anything that they're connected to, not through them anyway. So if you were looking for some kind of an approval into something or an approval for whatever, Source is saying, I've already approved you. You're not looking for a seat at their personal table. If you felt left out of something, Source says, I've already approved you for something, so you don't even have to worry about it. Again, you have a guardian angel watching over you. Somebody who died is watching over you, and they're just telling you, hang in there, just hang in there. You're strong. You can do this. And so somebody could be celebrating outside of a courthouse. Somebody could be celebrating a new and exuberant love coming across their path. But the thing that's going to be most important for you all Scorpios is that somebody feels like a huge weight has been lifted. So your spirit is dancing. Your divine masculine to your divine feminine are dancing in the spirit. Somebody feels like a huge weight has been lifted off of their shoulders. So Source is saying to you, hang on in there. Further reiterated, hang on in there. You're not delusional. You're not going crazy. You're not losing your mind. Source is saying hang in there because, again, you're a fixed sign. You're a very intense sign. And so Source is trying to get somebody to slow down and smell the roses, right? Go through the process. Of allowing Source to help you to identify things that have you up like this are energy leaks. It's time to toss that water out and operate in childlike faith. So hopefully that makes sense to somebody, because I'm speaking to your entire universe, not just either work or not just love life or family life. I'm talking to your entire universe. So again, this is a general reading. Take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description box. Let's see what else we have going on here. So balance, spirituality, and practicality. Anything that is emotionally draining or overwhelming for you, Source is saying, this is the time for you to be able to identify it, even if you write it down on a sheet of paper. I had a dream about something that was emotionally draining and overwhelming. Toss it into a fire pit and move on from it, because even if it's somebody else's problems that they're trying to bring into your universe and you've already had conversations with them about it and they're still, again, it's time to release it. It's time to release it in love. Full moon energy can be very, very powerful. You can make protective amulets. You can clean and charge your tools under the moonlight. You can do divination. You can harvest herbs. You can make moon water to drink. You can cleanse and charge crystals in the moonlight. So there's a lot that you can do. To protect your energy. But there is some kind of movement happening here. So some kind of movement into you being in a harmonious situation. 3 + 6 is 9, which is a death rebirth number. And so you're on the other side of a rebirth in all areas of your life. You just have to make sure you're not tempted to vibrate low. Like I said, looking at people's social media pages, reaching out to them. Like I said, pull your water back. Anything that you need to know, God will send it to you, and however God is going to send it to you. So any questions that you may have had, you're already thanking Source in advance for answers to things. But the main thing Source wants you to do is start the process of just completely closing things out airtight. Turn off those emotions about something that you feel are emotionally draining and causing you to vibrate low. Okay? Tempting you to vibrate low. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see what your number card is. And we're going to pull an affirmation card and we're going to go ahead and close this out, Scorpios. We're going to go ahead and close this out. But yeah, so somebody will have a breakthrough. Just take the blindfolds off and just see things for what they really are. Something could have been, like I said, deeply heartbreaking for somebody. And here we have 1111. I am awakening. Yep. The universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed in helping you to wake up to who you truly are. Somebody is highly spiritually gifted. And like I said before, you are stepping into your own sunlight, which is your own life path. The things that you had to learn in the past, you are not foolish. I hope somebody doesn't spend a whole lot of time talking about, well, I made so many mistakes in my life. And I mean, who can judge? Nobody. No human being has the power to judge. They may have opinions. That's the way that the enemy gets in through your mind. But no human being can judge you to like the way that you think. Like they don't have any control over, you know, your creative ideas, your money, you opening up your vault, any acceptance into anything. They don't have the power to do that. They can recommend stuff, they can gossip, they can do all of that stuff. But again, the power lies with source, and that's within. Number 7, I am brilliant. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. That's right. Your number is 7 and also 1111. So again, let's pull affirmation card and let's go ahead and close this out, Scorpio. Let's pull an affirmation card and let's go ahead and close this out. Yeah, there's really no reason for you to be stressed out over a situation. Again, it's the enemy trying to get in through your mind, trying to see if there's any insecurities in your spirit about anything, family related stuff, romantic related stuff, business related stuff. The enemy is trying to see if you're insecure, unstable, disloyal to God, questioning your prosperity or your career success, as if God can do anything, right? Also trying to question your patience to see if you're going to get impatient with what God promised you. So again, like I said before, just trust source, right? So affirmations for courage. All things are working out in my favor. I have the power to rebuild myself. I am not my circumstances. I rise regardless of my past. I honor myself through my actions. I honor my truth through my words. I am stronger than yesterday. Yep, that is what I have for you, Scorpios. Thank you so much for joining me again. Hopefully you all are enjoying this full moon and letting this full moon do all the work for you. If you feel like when I think about certain things, I want to fall back to sleep, it's good to journal about it, get it out of your system, send a prayer up for whomever, energy has been leaking yours. And if it's about a loved one or a family member or something, say a prayer, send a prayer up for them and roll back over and go to sleep and let God handle it. And like I said before, the source really wants you to close out cycles so that you can stay in your light. Just stay in your light. That is what I have for you, and I will see you all on Freedom Friday. Bye.